returns means is that each person's name in that company must be submitted, what the person is earning must be submitted, and tax that was deducted from that person's income must also be submitted. So when that is submitted to us, we do what we call the reconciliation. We reconcile that annual return with customer statement that was printed from the person's account. This is a customer remittance statement that was printed for this particular company. So we look at that particular year, we reconcile it together to ensure that what the company is claiming is actually what they are paid to the government account. So when it's the same thing, we proceed with the application. But when it's not the same, we tell the company, please kindly take the balance of what you are owing the government. Do you understand? So that is what we mean by the annual return. Then everybody submits your application that you. But for the ministry, it's quite different. The ministry, those who are the government workers, they don't need to submit an annual return on an annual basis. What we receive from the government is the oracle. On an annual basis, the Science and Tech sends us the oracles of all government employees, which contains their oracle numbers, their names, their income and tax is being sent to us. So when we receive such information, what we do is that if an employee of the ministry worker is already existing and they have a PID, we ensure that we update them automatically. You understand? So every year we do that annually. They don't need to apply for an update. But when you do not have this particular card, you need to apply for this card. Because everybody believes that I'm a government worker and feel that this card is automatic. It's not automatic if you don't have initially. But when you already have one, subsequent update is automatic. You don't need to apply for update. Do you understand now? So this again, before that, because we've been to so many ministries, we ask them that apply for your tax certificates, and so many people tell us we already have cards. But we found that the majority of us, the card with us are the old ones, which is this particular card, and the very old ones. And we try to educate us that if this is the card that you're having with you, you need to apply for the new card.
How do you do that?
Yes, you need to apply for the new card. You do that by filling a form. And this is the form you need to fill. You fill this form. Because this form is from the same assessment form I passed earlier on to us.
Where
this
do
is
you
the
get
form.
it?
Submit, Sam?
Where do you get it?
If you fill your form, we have an office at Alausa at block 19, room 303. You can submit the form there. Submit the form there. And if you have your picture and signature here now, I can as well give you a form. You fill the form, you collect your card there as well. Do you understand? So if this is the card that we host our colleagues, those of us, this is an old card. You will see that the difference between that one does not have, this one has Lagos State logo and LRS logo. This is the old one. And if you look at the back of this one has this comment that this one has, but this one does not have it. Do you understand now? Before now, you need to submit your card for updates.
Yes.
But this time around, you don't need to submit your card for updates. So that those are the improvements that has come along the way when we started. So those are the. So now said, okay, fine. But those the card gets missing and it gets lost along the way, one way or the other. Now said, okay, for us to replace a lost card for you, you need to pay 2,500 naira. Is at that point that you have to make payment. You understand the differences now? As the initial application, no payment is required of you. You don't require to require of you. But when the card gets missing, and the system can prove to us that we've issued initial card to you, you have to make 2,500 naira to us. To First Inland Bank, not to, sorry, the First Inland Bank and First Bank.
Some money goes to your.
I paid when I wanted to.
Some money goes to your post. The money eventually goes to your post.
It's not go to my house.
It doesn't
It doesn't go to my house. It goes to the account. It doesn't go to my choice. Well, it doesn't go to feedback and hand. We have an account for that one. So I'm sure I'm going to it goes to the account. It doesn't go to my boss. So those are it. So you have to pay 2,500 naira. Then you obtain a police report, the showing affidavit to show that actually you are the owner of that card. Then you write an application, pay 2,500 naira, you obtain an automatic receipt. Send your document to LRS or ABC office. Then within 72 hours, you pay the card to you. You get an alert as well. An alert that your card is ready for collection. So those are these. Then change of profile. Yes, there's so many misunderstandings when it comes to change of name. When you go to changing your name. At the point of changing your name, if you can return this particular card to us, you don't need to make any payment. But when the card cannot be found, you have to pay 2,500. That I'm saying there's
I paid.
That's what I'm saying. The information, some people don't understand the information. So that way we keep enlightening everybody that at the point, it's so important that you have to make payment. But at the point of changing your name to Mrs. Oluwale, you don't need to make any payment at all. Or you change your ministry. You were formerly in Ministry of Science and Tech. You are now in the Ministry of Works. You don't need to change. You need to change. You don't need to pay any amount. You can produce this particular card. But the time you cannot produce this card, it counts as a lost card. You understand now? That means it's a lost card. So you have to pay 2,500 naira. So that's the difference. So you make, for change of name, you do a newspaper publication, you obtain a marriage certificate, submit your request to LRS or APC's office, they will just submit your card, and you receive an alert, and your card is ready for collection. So those are the reports that we have. Yes, ma'am.
If I said the card, someone in charge of my office last year, now it doesn't have to transfer. And I've already paid my card.
Except if we can look for the card.
But it's not our fault.
It's submitted let the person tell us where it's submitted.
Okay.
We are as the staff of Alpha Beta, when my card gets missing, I pay as well. There's nobody.
Why don't you check it first? To know where to check.
There's no way I can check. There's no way.
Question and answer time. Because of time, you know what to keep.
There's no way I can check, madam. So, yeah, let's wait for this. Okay. Like I said earlier on, what speaks about challenges in obtaining your ECC card? Yes, challenges, we have reconciliation error. Like I told us earlier on, reconciliation error has to do with reconciling the customer statement with what the company has paid to the account. We look at it together. Is it the same thing? It's not the same thing. We return the application to them. So that's what constitutes reconciliation error, because we cannot reconcile the two accounts together. Then we look at wrongly completed forms. Yes, most has to do with those of us wrong completed form. We do not fill the form. The necessary information is not there, and we always have this problem when it comes to ministry workers, because maybe when we joined the ministry then we were not married, and along the way we got married. Some of us will write title, will write miss, and starter will write marriage. It's not easy for us to be able to marry together. If you are miss, you will be single. If you are married, you're going to be misses. So those are the form. The information on the form are so vital. They are important. It's for your own good, and so it's only for us to be able to do the right thing. So wrongly completed form bring delays as well. There are multiple profiles. Like my colleague said before, when you are issued this card and subsequent payments, ensure that it's that name that you keep maintaining, so that the bank will not create another name for you. You understand? So we keep having different names, maybe because the way you spelled your name. So you write Oke, Odisola, Olawunmi. The next time you now write Oke, Olawunmi, Odisola. But when we get into the system will generate another PID for you. Do not sit down, do not be able to marry together. So those are the things you have a multiple profile. So that's it. Then false declaration of card status. Yes. Some of us, our cards got missing along the way, because we feel that the system will not know to fill a new form. They fill a new form, and by the time we start processing, so we flash, this person already has a card. So that's been delayed as well. If your card is missing, declared lost. Some of us going forward and backward. Yeah, and then confirmation of received names, revenue type, payment here not reflecting. Yes, some of us they go to the bank they will make payments, they will not specify the particular year